And your third husband, or your second husband, I can't remember. He drank too.
Yeah, he drank. Yeah, he drank too.
Why'd you laugh?
Because I just thought of something funny I did to him.
Oh, great! I want to hear it. I love funny stories.
Well, what caused me and him to fall apart was that he was working at that Copco paper company on the east side. I was working there too. Well, we both got jobs there. And he was doing really good. He was working second shift, and so was I. You know, and he was bringing money in, and he was working, and he was doing really good. But then he started hanging around with Brady,
Okay.
his friend, and they told him. And finally, they told him. They said, "The next time you miss, you're fired for coming late." Well, he tried to sneak in and work, and they caught him. Showed him the door, and they fired him. And it was because he was drinking, and he was going to bars with Brady and drinking. At it because and he lost his job. Well, there went the income, but he still continued to hang around Brady, and I got pretty angry. Again, I said, "I'll fix you, you little bastard." And so I took these socks and I cut the toes off and I folded the socks in. I took his underwear and I cut the holes out in his underwear in the back. I took his pants and I cut the hole. I cut a big hole in the butt of the pants. I tell you, I could write a movie and I'd make millions of dollars just for the crap I've done. I folded the socks in so you don't know. He couldn't see them. Okay, like I take my socks.
Yeah, I know how you roll.
And I fold them. Okay, well, put the clothes nice and neatly in the basket. And he came and picked them up. So he went to Brady's.
Of course, sounds like you went there all the time.
Yeah. Well, Brady lived on the east side of town, in an apartment, and he had a girlfriend. Anyway, Brady's apartment, it was laid out like ours. The door there, the couch was there, but the bathroom was right there. So John Boy went in and took a shower. Well, you gotta remember, he's already pretty much 3 sheets in the wind. So he put his pants on, and he left the basket, there by the living room. So Brady and his girlfriend were sitting on the couch, and he didn't have no shirt on. This was the way it was told to me. And he bent over, and what was that girl's name anyway? She said, "His ass is hanging out." I think, I died laughing when Brady told me. Brady said, "Beverly," he said, "I ain't never seen anything so funny in my life." He says, "I died laughing for a half an hour." He didn't and so when he went to put his socks on, there went the toes. And I did every pair of pants and underwear the same way. So he went in and he tried on another, and they had holes in them. And he went in and tried another one, they had holes in them. I mean, it was like 4 or 5 pair. He had no socks. He had no underwear. He had no pants. Nope. And so the next day I talked to Brady. Brady told me, he said, "Beverly," he said, "I never laughed so hard in my life." He said, we were sitting on the couch and he bent over. Rhonda, that was her name. He said, Rhonda said, "His ass is hanging out." Oh, God. He said, "I died laughing." He said, he said, he went in and tried to put another pair of pants on him the same way. And so he said, we went to the bars, and he said, yeah. And he said, he wanted to come back over to the apartment and do something. He said, I told him, he said, you better leave that woman alone. That's what Brady told him. Brady wasn't stupid. And so when I did talk to John, he said, you cut all my clothes up. You owe me some clothes. I said, I don't know, you jack shit. I never did buy my clothes. You were married to me. You were supposed to be with me. And you decided that Brady, he was like stapled to him, glued to him. And he lost his job. So guess what he did? He went to work with Brady, doing fencing, putting up fences. Obviously, he had to throw his clothes away. But you know, one time, me and him, we actually got into a physical fight. And here's another funny one. That's when I had Cleo, Saint Bernard. She real fat. He just had his underwear on, and me and him, you know, wasn't bad, but he managed to shove me in the corner, and he was gonna haul back and hit me. And Cleo, and remember now, he just got underwear on. He don't got nothing else, not the loose ones, the tight ones, you know. And Cleo reached up and bit his balls. And what was funny was just, the damn dog bit my balls. She brought blood too. She brought blood. Yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm. Fool with my mother, will you? I'd take you out. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, there wasn't no more fight after that. I kind of put that damper in that one. And I saw the blood on his underwear. It wasn't a lot, but it was, you know, about a half teaspoonful.
Measured out there.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm just guessing, but I mean, yeah, she got him.
What were you fighting about anyway?
Who knows, Joe? Who knows? Probably because of his drinking. But I mean, you know, he worked. He did work. But when he started hanging around with Brady, then everything went south. And he refused to quit hanging around with Brady. And that's all he wanted to do. And that's all he wanted to do was go to the bars. And I called him, and I found out where that one bar was. I told him, I said, you better come home. I ain't coming home. I said, well, guess what? I'm coming pick up your ass, and you're going to come home. And I did. I walked in the bar. And I said, you coming. Now, I got tired of it. You know, see, I always used to hear my mom say, in order to stand a drunk, you got to be a drunk. So that's not good.